Some massive news today for the Last Epoch community. Okay, so there's been a lot of questions regarding the expansion. Will it cost money? What else is going to be coming past Season 3 because that one has not been super strong? And what are we going to do about Krafton? Because there's a lot of stuff that people are saying about Krafton and their influence on the development cycle, especially their AI first comments that they made recently. So MoxJet out on Last Epoch forums dropped a new blog post not too long ago, and he's talking about all of this. So I'm not going to waste your guys' time. I'm going to get in and tell you exactly what you need to know. So number one, will Last Epoch expansion, will it be free or will it be paid? The answer is it will be free for anyone who owns Last Epoch before the launch of the Orobyss expansion. Now, if you are a new player or you're a PlayStation 5 player and you buy Last Epoch, then you will pay a new updated bundle price. So something to keep in mind if you want to get in now, if you know you're going to play the game, then I would consider purchasing it. You might not know if the price goes up, maybe it goes down, I'm not entirely sure, but just something to consider. Now, in addition to the free expansion content, they're also talking about a new fully alternate playable class, quote, built on systems that work differently from anything else in the game. These classes will allow us to experiment in new and innovative ways, and we'll have plenty to share as we get closer to release, end quote. These are called Paradox classes. These will be paid DLC for players who want to explore new playstyles. And let me tell you, this post has been out for a couple hours, and the comments have been very divisive on paid classes. Some people are very much against it and they are not super stoked about this. Other people are like, hey, if I have to buy a class to help further the development, then I'll do that. For me, it all comes down to value. It truly does. It's just like with the Borderlands 4 DLC, the Bounty Pack 1 that just came out recently. I think worth $10, $15. Borderline, very borderline. And do I think the Paradox classes are going to be worth whatever it is they're going to be charged? I'm not entirely sure. If it's just a different flavor of the same thing, then probably not. If it's a completely brand new thing, then maybe it just all depends on balancing too. I don't want to get into a situation that Torchlight Infinite is in right now, where you feel like you have to buy the new class in order to be competitive. That's what I want to avoid, and I'm hoping Last Epoch doesn't make this mistake again. I say again because if you remember, when they first launched into 1.0, they had their Last Epoch credits. They had that system built from a mobile perspective, where you could either pay $5 for 1,000 credits, or you could pay $10 for 2,000 credits, but everything was priced as 1,200 credits or 1,800 credits or whatever, where you had to buy two bundles. You either had too much or too little, and you couldn't just buy the thing. And so they came out, they originally changed it, which is great. I think that was a strong decision, but I'm curious what they're going to do with Paradox classes, and I want to hear from you guys in the comments. So make sure to drop your kind of perspective down there as well. We don't know a lot about them other than they're called Paradox classes. So we also know that we're going to have 2 more seasons before we reach the Orobyss expansion. Season 4 is going to be in early 2026 and is going to introduce a new seasonal mechanic along with several highly requested updates. They're going to start sharing things for that soon, so keep an eye on socials. They'll also have some stuff to reveal about Season 5 as they move later into 2026, and these are going to tie directly into Orobyss. Now, we do have this roadmap here. So here we have our Season 3, check marked off, we're done there. Season 4, it looks like some shards. This kind of might go into the shards of the Epoch. I'm not entirely sure what exactly we're looking at here. This might just be like a mirror type thing, who knows. This one is definitely the Wingari out in Hyoboria. So curious to see what they're going to do there. I think both of these are going to lead into summer of 2026 when we're going to see Orobyss. I'm guessing late June is probably when we're going to see this thing drop. I'm going to go ahead and just throw it out there, June 24th. I don't know. So come back and tell me I'm wrong when June 24th comes and goes. So they're also trying to, they go on to talk about here, which I think this is a good idea because Season 3, I mean, it sucked compared to Season 2. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not going to pull any punches. It was terrible. So while we want to shorten the time between seasonal releases, it also matters more that each season is strong enough to be worthy of inviting our players back to play. Season 3 by itself did not pull anyone back. It wasn't very fun. Yes, they added a story, a new chapter, which is great. Love that for them. But the end game and the ancient past, the ancient era, the kind of the mechanic sucked. It wasn't great. I didn't like it. It was boring. It didn't give me anything that I wanted. So anyway, not to try to tear that down, but they're hoping to shorten things, but they want to make it worthwhile. And then also they talk about the AI first comments from Krafton, which, as you know, now owns them. And they said, hey, we're going to keep building Last Epoch the same way we always have. And we're actually hiring. So if you guys are interested in getting into the game development industry, this could be an opportunity for you. So for me, I mean, guys, all in all, I like that this communication's out there. I'm always a big proponent of constant and clear communication. I feel that helps with any facet of life. Make sure to communicate clearly, make sure to communicate frequently, and you're going to alleviate a lot of things that you could run into and avoid a lot of potential issues. Now, the expansion being free, I think is great. I think that's a piece of goodwill, especially for a lot of the players that have been here forever, especially the ones like myself that have been here since the Kickstarter. But the paradox classes that's going to be divisive. I think, and it already is, but I think it's going to continue to drive a wedge in the community because some people, again, are very much for it. Other people are very much against it. I mean, just in the first couple hours that this thing has been out. But I'm curious what you guys think. What is your perspective on the expansion being free? Because remember, Last Epoch has not been profitable since it ever, actually. They made mention of that. So it looks like they're taking the path of paid classes to drive towards profitability rather than paid expansions. I don't know if that is the right move. If it's not the right move, I'm not sure, and we won't know until a little bit further down the line. So let me know what you guys think. As always, this has been Vulkan, and I'll talk to you guys next time.